Today we will be speaking about various tax planning opportunities available for funding college education as well as private school education for elementary and high school. There are a number of different options available that include tax credits, exemptions from federal and state income tax, and deductions. First, I would like to talk about the outright payment of tuition under Internal Revenue Code Section 2503E, which permits the direct payment of tuition expenses to be made for a beneficiary without subjecting those payments to gift tax consequences. There is also a possibility of you redeeming U.S. savings bonds and having them excluded from your income if they are used for higher education expenses by an eligible taxpayer who meets the income tax requirements. Also available is the HOPE Scholarship Credit and Lifetime Learning Credit under Internal Revenue Code Section 25A, which is also limited to taxpayers with a minimum income, adjusted gross income. Under Internal Revenue Code Section 222, a deduction may be available for eligible taxpayers for higher education expenses, and under Internal Revenue Code Section 221, an interest deduction may be available for up to $2,500 of student loan interest payments. Withdrawals from an IRA for the payment of higher education tuition expenses may avoid the penalties imposed on early withdrawal if the taxpayer meets the income tax restrictions. Also available is a 529 college savings account, which allows a contributor to establish an account for the benefit of a designated beneficiary, and the account and the income is exempt from federal and, in some cases, state income taxes. The distributions, if used for the payment of higher education expenses, which qualify under the Internal Revenue Code, will also be exempt from federal and, in some cases, state income taxes. Also available is a Coverdell Education Savings Account under Internal Revenue Code Section 530, which is also known as an Education IRA. It is limited to $2,000 from all sources for a particular beneficiary, and similar to the 529 College Savings Account, will be exempt from federal and state income taxes. California does not have, but other states do, prepaid tuition plans which allow you to freeze tuition for higher education, and the earnings are exempt from federal income taxes. Thank you. That concludes my summary of my presentation.